Facebook, we're continuing on, but if you're joining us from YouTube, I am going to be showing you a gorgeous new design from our holiday 2023 collection, and it is called Painterly Angel, and it looks kind of funky to look at, but when you see it done, it's gorgeous. Now, I thought painterly, that is such a strange word, so I Googled it. And it is actually a style of art. Have any of you heard of painterly? Tammy, the keyword is angel, because we are going to be creating this angel. If you're joining us on YouTube, the bot doesn't work on keywords, so there is a link for you to click, and it does the same thing. Okay, so did anybody know what painterly is? A style of art. Let me tell you what it is, because I had to look it up. I'd never heard of it. Okay. Painterly refers to the application of paint in a loose or less than controlled manner, resulting in the appearance of visible brush strokes within the finished painting. That's kind of detailed, but it basically contrasts a linear style. A linear style, you'll see lines, it's all very clear and outlined. Painterly is envisioned in masses. So it's got, and you'll kind of see that. There's some printing here, and then there's something else down here. It's kind of more loosely designed. I don't know how to explain it, but that's why it's called Painterly Angel. It's a style of art. So let's get started on this. Let me show you what we're going to put it on. If you were with me last week, we made our club design, Words Matter, and I showed you how we have a new surface that is rechalkable. And on one side it's black and one side is white, and it's just the surface. You can put it in a frame. And so here was what we did on the black side. So here is the white side. So I'm going to just chalk this angel on the white side. Sound good? Okay, my hair is making my back sweat. That's not a good thing. Okay, let me get some of these out, and I'm going to cut this apart. I'm going to cut it in half. And this is a layered transfer. So we're going to chalk one over the top of the other. Now I put in a cart link in the, when you comment Angel, you can find product links, and then you can click the one that says tonight's supplies or today's supplies. And there's a cart link that has all of the chalk supplies that I'm using. So we're going to leave her for last. And we're going to start with this one, which looks kind of like a hot mess, but it won't be. I promise you it won't be. So we are going to put it on. This, and I'm going to put this down on a towel just so I don't accidentally scratch that surface. And I also put in a palette pack of our paste colors. These are our little paste singles. And so I put in a palette pack that has a couple different colors that I thought that I'm going to use for this. So I'm going to wondering what Bill's doing. Okay, I haven't said hello. Hello, Shelby. I haven't been paying attention to comments. So I'm just putting a little fuzz on this. I'm not waxing this. Make sure it's tops up. I'm not waxing this because that's a pretty secure surface. But I'm going to kind of center this here. And I can feel something chunky. I'm just pushing this down to make sure there's no big chunks of fuzz or air bubbles. Like right there. There's a chunk of fuzz. And another chunk of something. Okay, so the colors that I'm going to use, this background, I'm going to use eucalyptus. These eucalyptus. I'm going to use some camel. I'm going to use Shimmer Harvest for this design. So for this background, you'll see the white of the surface there, but I'm also going to go over it with this eucalyptus. Yes, I already did the drawing, Tammy. I forget who our winner was. Sue Engel. Sue Engel.
Sue, yeah.
Pretty sure it was Sue Engel was our winner. Okay, so I'm just going to take, this is chalk paste. I sell it in my shop online. It's meant to work perfectly with our transfers. These are reusable silkscreen transfers. And I am just going to completely go over this quickly to lay this down. Now there's other surfaces you could do this on. This is just the one I wanted to show you because the surface itself is pretty affordable. You just need to get yourself a frame. If you choose, you could just leave it unframed. That would be fine too. Okay, so this is just the bottom layer. So when I take it off, it won't completely look like anything yet. Okay, check my fingers, and I'm going to pull this off. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to put this down on a dish drying mat. This is just a dish drying mat that I got from the Dollar Tree. Until I'm ready to wash that, I'm just going to spray it with some water so the paste stays damp. And then let me show you this. So again, now I have black on there. Get that off. Got some black paste on me somewhere. Okay, so here is just the background. This is kind of the painterly technique. It's not solid straight lines. It's just kind of all mashed together. So let's give that a dry. I think I'm done with my eucalyptus color. Give it a dry. Oh. Baby, this little guy's getting his first set of shots tomorrow. All the people out in Facebook and YouTube land, we'll get you your own channel. Don't want to let you go because you're gonna get your feet in my paste. Little Rocky boy. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. I don't want green paste all over. Oh, did anybody do anything super fun this weekend? We had a county fair. So we went to our county fair. It's just it's not a huge fair. You're done in an hour and a half.
We're not doing rides.
Yeah, we're not doing rides. But they just have one single building that has all the competition, pumpkins and sales things, one exhibit hall. And we checked out the chickens and the rabbits, and we checked out a couple of the pigs. Yes, Rocky is so cute. He would love to meet Gracie. He's not getting a super welcome from Pippa, but Pippa's warming up to him. Why? Because we're gonna put this transfer down on top of it. And chop that up. By making sure it's good and dry. And because I just freshly pasted that, when I put this down, I don't want the sticky transfer to pull up the paste. So I'm going to give it just a little coat of surface wax. This is, got caught up on your chart notes. That's good. I bet that feels good if you're all caught up. This is just clear paste wax. Sell it in my shop. Lasts forever. I'm still pulling it out of these corners. So I'm just going over this. This is just protecting that paste from the stickiness of the transfer. And I'm going to buff this off just a bit. Okay, so let's fuzz this one. Now, something I didn't purchase, but I'm going to show you a trick to it. The wings, they also sell a wooden cutout for the wings. If you want to chalk them separately and give it a little bit of dimension. I did not purchase the cutouts, but I'm going to chalk the wings on paper and cut them out so you can kind of see the effect and show you how you can do it if you don't purchase the cutouts. They does kind of look like butterflies. And we are going to chalk most of this with the Shimmer Harvest. And you know what? I think I might switch out the camel for Dune. I'm just going to lay this down where it kind of matches up. A big glump of something. Okay, now there's not, you know what, that's really crooked. That can't be right. My transfer went on straight. That should do it. Okay. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do is one of these is going to be for her hair, but that looks awfully close to that Shimmer Harvest. So I think I'm going to switch to, I'm going to give her bark colored hair. going to use my detail tool, and I'm just going to in dark brown.
This is sort of off subject, but I just noticed you called it her.
Well, it has,
It sort of
it's
looked
very feminine in this.
we depict angels as hers. The only place we ever read about angels, for the most part, is in the Bible, and everyone in the Bible is a male, or referred to in the male sense. Just sort of strange how we've done that in life.
Mhm. Well, and that we had Sunday school kids who one time we were talking about, it must have been Christmas time, we were talking about how the angels said, "Fear not," and one of the little boys said, why would I be afraid of an angel? And we realized he's picturing angels as these little greeting card angels, happy little frilly things. And the angels in the Bible were warriors. And that was not the picture he was getting. So, okay, so I've got her hair in this darker brown. And the rest I'm going to go over in shimmer. So I'm peeling this up because I don't want that paste to dry in the screen, because if it's dry, then when I go to pick it up, it will stick to the screen. It won't stick to the surface. So I'm done with that. To clear this off. It is hot down here. What's wrong with me? I thought hot flashes were a thing of the past. Apparently not. Okay, so I'm switching over to my Shimmer Harvest. I'm going to do some detail work just around where her hair was. And she's going to have a Shimmer Harvest body. And then we are going to go over the rest of this with that Shimmer Harvest. Now there's not a whole lot of detail. Everywhere else. Shoulders there. Okay. So I'm going to go over the rest of this. There's just spots here and there. And I'm going to go over her wings just so you can see what it looks like if we didn't do the cutouts. Now this is shimmer, so this will give it that little pop of sparkle. And there's just little bits here and there on this top transfer. Just to give that pop of sparkle. That kitty getting into. Okay, I'm making sure I've got her whole arms, her dress. Okay, and let's peel this up. Okay, so you can see she's wearing like a white gown. She's got those golden wings, and then splattered here and there is some gold about out and about, and you can kind of see her hair and her neck. What, kitty? Let's give her a dry. And we're going to clean off this transfer. And then we're going to chop the wings on some paper and cut them out. Put the glue gun on. Now, to be honest, the way this is you don't really see, the wings don't really pop at you. They're just kind of there. So I'm looking forward to doing it on paper and doing some cutouts so that you can see the difference. Put that aside. I'm going to clean this up real quick because we're going to use it again. And I'm going to, best thing to do is to take this to the sink to clean it, but I'm not near a sink, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to spray this down with just regular water. This happens to be distilled water, but it doesn't need to be. And to take either a paper towel or a Swedish dishcloth and use this to just clean off the bulk of that paste. This isn't getting it out of the transfer though, which is what I really want to do. Okay, so paper towel, I would toss. This I'm going to wring out and reuse. And I'm going to switch over to my board eraser. And same thing, give it a spray. And this is going to pull it out of that screen. And I'm going to flip it over because that paste travels through to the back. Same thing, spray it. Board eraser. Oops. And I'm cleaning the paste out of that screen, front and back. Okay, now ordinarily, I would let this air dry, and when it is air dried, I'd put it back on its backer sheet, but we're going to use it, so I'm going to take a paper towel, and I'm just going to lightly dry this off. I don't want the paper to come in contact with that stickiness too much, so I'm just lightly going over this. And I'm going to also dry the front. The back again. Okay. And we're going to use it on paper. So I'm going to fuzz it again. Because you know what happens when you put a sticker down on paper and you try to pull that sticker up, you can actually pull up the paper. You don't want to do that. And the paper I'm going to use, you can use cardstock. If you do use cardstock, you want to wax it really, really well. I am going to use, what did I do with it? I'm going to use our chalk suede paper. So this is really heavy cardstock, and it's coated in, we call it trademark chalk suede. It almost feels like waxy, but it's not waxy. But it works really well with our transfers and our chalk paste. I'm going to, again, I'm going to fuzz this really well. And I'm going to lay this down. I'm only going to chalk the wings. So it doesn't have to be completely lined up. Just going to chalk the wings, and I'm going to do them in this Shimmer Harvest. And if I get it off of the wings into some other things, it doesn't matter. I'm going to end up cutting all of that away. Now this will make the wings look bolder because they will be completely on a white background and not on a partial green background. Oh, that was Daisy. She's growling. Not growling, it's her happy growl.
I don't know what Daisy's talking to me for.
It's just her talking.
That wasn't ground. That's her saying hello. I know what it is.
Pay attention to me.
Rocky is on her bed.
Oh, she's not happy. Rocky
Not
is.
happy that Rocky's taking over the
Rocky's
bed.
on her bed. Okay. So I'm going to pull this off, and it's going to stick really
Thank you,
well.
Brenda.
So I'm going to carefully pull it off. I don't want to pull it diagonally. I want to pull it. You hear her. Okay, so I'm pulling it slowly because I don't want to pull it and curl my transfer. Put this back down. We will clean this one up later. So here are the wings on paper. So I'm going to dry these, and then we'll just cut them out. And then I have some little that I'm going to use, but I probably don't have to. I just kind of want to get into some of these nooks and crannies. Making sure this is really dry. And I'm going to spray this just so the paint stays damp. And this transfer, these are really feathers. These are all the details of feathers in them. Should be dry enough. If it's not, I'll stop and dry it some more. I just don't want to smear it as I go. So I've got some little fine detail scissors. I'm going to just start with this inner part, and I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around it. I'm leaving like maybe 1/8 of an inch from the edge. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is as exciting as watching paint dry, isn't it? So you can be as fussy as you want. You can go up against every single little in and out, or you can just kind of be a little more general about it. Kind of doing in between. So you can see how if you had the wooden cutouts, it might be easier, less labor intensive, but you can also save yourself a few bucks and just use the paper. Just clipping around those feathers. I'm just going to kind of go around like this, and then I'm going to go back and do some details. It's easier to clip in and pull stuff away. I'm losing my glasses. Okay, so there we have it. Can you kind of see how I've cut that out? And we'll end up laying that down. So let me show you what I did. I found it's easier if I just kind of focus on all the detail just yet. Down like that. No, this is probably hard to see. You know, this is not nearly as detailed. So now I'm going to go in because it's easier to go in from the outside in and clip that away. Sense. Quiet. It's so quiet. Does anybody have big plans for this week coming up?
We get to take our cat to the doctor.
We're taking a cat to the doctor on Monday. We're taking Bill to the doctor on Tuesday. We've got a harvest festival on Saturday. Then we're getting a chili cook-off on Sunday. And then the following week, our little Miss Daisy is going in for some major surgery. She is having not a knee replacement. She has blown out her other CCL in her knee. So she is going in for surgery for that the following week. And that's a no fun recovery because she can't be on her legs. She can't be up walking around for like 2 solid weeks. And that falls on us.
That means I have to carry her out to the yard when she needs to go potty, and it's a lot of fun. Where did she go? Did she go out the door, Duke? She's not happy that Rocky's on her pillow.
Okay, so here's the other one. I'll cut out. So all these little scraps. Save this extra for another piece. Another set of wings, maybe. So let's. And we kind of know where to put it because we chalked that first set of wings. And this is going to and I'm going to kind of bend them out just a bit. And I'm not going to completely glue it down. I'm just going to kind of glue the center. So the ends can kind of float up and catch a shadow underneath. Let's do the same thing on this one. Okay, there we go. Hey, doesn't that look a lot more pronounced, those wings? So our painterly angel, kind of a modern art look. I don't know, kind of like subway art. There's like writing in the background. There's bits and bobs of the harvest there. So tell me what you think. Do you like it? And I'm going to put it back in this frame. Backer sheet here. Back in this frame that I found that fits a 9x12. And let me clamp it in. And there we have our angel. And it's kind of off center. I can slide that over. Here we go. So I hope you like that. I hope you like that technique, a layered technique. And then we used some chalk suede paper, or you could use it's nighttime and words are hard. You could use some scrapbook cardstock instead, or you could purchase the cutout shapes. But isn't she pretty? You could use different background colors. You can use whatever you want and make it your own. Anyway, here she is. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you have a great rest of your week. I also want to tell you there's a sale going on where we have a couple dozen transfers that are most of them are retired transfers, but they have a few left in stock that they're bringing back. And there's a couple of current ones that are up to 50% off. So if you're interested in looking at what's on sale, you want to take advantage of that because it's only good the rest of the week. You can this is a new little doodad, type in !sale, no spaces, !sale, and you'll get a link that'll take you directly to my website with the items that are on sale. So take a look at what's on sale. And if you're interested, because can't you just see her in your house? Just see her gracing your mantle or on your wall. So don't you want to get it, right? Don't you? So go and check out that supply list, product info and today's supplies, and take a look at that cart and take out what you already have and add in what you want and make one for yourself. So thank you so much. We will see you again probably tomorrow and definitely Tuesday because we'll be with Craft Around the Clock on Tuesday. So have a great week. Enjoy the last fleeting moments of your weekend, and we will see you later. Do something creative every day and just have fun. Bye-bye.